What's up, everybody? You did a late episode today. Crazy busy day, Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. We're 2 days already into the new month. It is March Madness. We want to try something out to see how, we can get people to watch our live streams too. They may be stuck at work during the daytime. So today, we're talking about methods to improve your virtual assistant's performance. Today is VA Thursdays. Every week we go live Monday through Friday. Each day a different subject, different topic. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, click the like and the subscribe button. And then share this video out to 3 to 5 people you know, like, and trust. That would be greatly appreciated for us. While we waiting for a few more people to get on, I'm going to be talking a whole lot today. If you have any questions, do me a favor. Excuse me. Do me a favor and drop your questions. Continue to put your questions in the comment. We see New Jersey in the house. If you have any questions about virtual assistants, your real estate business, you're trying to scale, you're not getting consistent leads or consistent deals, I will be answering all them questions today. We're going to be on for probably about a good 30 minutes, so about 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. 6 o'clock to 6:15, we'll make a hard stop. I make that determined as I see necessary fit. Hope you guys had an amazing week so far. Tomorrow's Friday, which concludes the week, and then the weekend will be here. But like I said, you should be working very hard in your business. The new month came in at the middle of the week, so you should be setting new campaigns and trying to do everything you can to improve your business. Let me get me a cup of water so that way we can continue. So just give me 1 second. Okay, ready to get started. Let's get it. So let's talk about what you can do to improve your virtual assistant's performance. First thing first, the easiest thing to take your VA to the next level is to continue to role play with them. Role playing should be an everyday practice, right? Before the start of the shift, you guys should role play if you had time. If you have multiple VAs, they should role play. You know what I mean? If you know other people with VAs, reach out to them and get everybody on a Skype channel and say, yo, I need y'all to role play. If you can't do any of that, then I invite you to let us train your VAs for $97 a month. Continue to train and improve your VAs for $97 a month. For our VA Mastery Premium program. The link should be somewhere in the show notes. You can sign up per virtual assistant. And we meet with them every Monday and Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But like I said, I think a lot of people don't utilize role play as much as it could be because, 1, they're lazy. 2, they just don't have the time. 3, they may not even know how to handle calls themselves. So it'll be hard to role play when you don't fully understand it. Another thing, number 2, one-on-one coaching. You should be giving your VAs one-on-one coaching, listening to their calls, providing exceptional feedback. Not even just straight negative feedback, but man, you did a good job with this. This is why you did a good job with this. And when you're trying to get negative feedback, you can say and frame it up as, here's what I would did if I was in that situation, or this is what you should do next time, and then give them the advice of what they should have done or what they should do next time. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be always overly negative, but you definitely want to point out to them that you understand that they could have done a better job. So when one-on-one coaching is effective, you can do that maybe once a week if you had time. Worst case scenario, bi-weekly, but don't let it slip out into be not a normal monthly, at least once a month type of activity. The more you train, the more you invest into your employees, the better they'll be for you and your organization. So that's the one thing that I always emphasize to my clients is that if you're not going to be a hands-on operator, meaning training, giving coaching, you're going to have a really hard time with scaling your VAs to where you would like them to be and where you need them to be. So another thing you can do is just give your VA some different scenarios that may happen on the call, just to pick their brains, to give them some ideas how to handle the call. So really tighten up on their situational awareness skills. It's something that you guys can do. Say, hey, what would happen if the seller say, I'm not interested? What would you do? What would happen if the seller don't want to give you no more information about the property? What would happen if the seller just really insists on, hey, can you just give me an offer? So you want to see what they say, how they would handle it, and how they would go about it. So just, pick their brains a little bit like that and just give them some type of scenarios that may happen. Also, create a daily huddle. No more than 5 to 10 minutes, guys, where you're meeting with the team before the shift. Hey, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. This is what I need you to do. This is what we need to be at. I listened to a few calls here. And it's a really quick run-through. You don't want to drag this out to be an hour or two. Sure, no meetings be more than, 45 minutes, unless it's like really high-level company-related, long-term goal building, leadership and training type of stuff. The regular meetings should be 30 to 40 minutes of introduction, objective, go through all of the, the positives, go through all the negatives, and then create a resolution to what they need to do to move forward for the meeting, right? Whether that's take more notes, that's do this, that's attend that, that's to do this training, whatever the situation may be, you want to be very sufficient and have your meetings. And then most importantly, document these meetings, take notes from it. Maybe you can do recaps on the meetings where maybe an employee may be called out sick or you wasn't there, but you can just go through and just check it and read it and see exactly what happened in that meeting. If you're just joining the live stream, do me a favor, like and share this video out with 3 to 5 people you know, like, and love. Today is the first time we went a little late. I didn't want to say we was going to miss today's live stream because, like I said, I'm committed to you guys all the way until December 31st. So we still made it happen. We come a little later, and then we want this test and see what this 5 o'clock crowd look like. I actually like the 12 o'clock crowd better. I'm just joking. But yeah, we just wanted to see what's the difference between 12 and 5 o'clock, just to see if there's any. I will tell you this: the 12 o'clock crowd is very more hands-on. They ask a lot of questions, and the chat is very active. The chat is not active yet today. And then lastly, motivate them, right? You want to motivate them and let them know that you see the value in their work and what they bring and do to the operation. You can say this like, man, hey, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. I see you really stepping up and making more calls and really taking your time to qualify the leads that you're sending the acquisition team. Acknowledge that stuff. It's not a beer. That's water. It's called liquid water or liquid death. Sorry. But the point I'm making to you, if you follow these steps that I've given you, your virtual assistants and performance will improve literally. I'm not going to say overnight, but you will see significant improvement in your VAs. But you, yourself, the owner, the operator, whoever you consider yourself in your business, have to do a really good job of being more attentive to your team. Have to do a really good job of being more structured, more focused. I get you have a job. I get you busy. I get you have a life. You have children. But in business, none of that matters. The business needs its attention just as much as anything else around you need their attention. So when you understand that and you combine this with the virtual assistant, you eventually have a team that be sufficient and that can be ran without your day-to-day involvement, right? You don't have to really micromanage. And the goal is to develop people within your company to be able to take over a lot of the day-to-day roles where you just check in, peek your head in, and you'll manage things from afar. Not saying you're fully out of your business, but you'll definitely manage things from afar. Example, do you have to be there on the clock babysitting all of your cold callers while they make their calls. Absolutely not. If you're not doing acquisitions, but you got a few guys working acquisitions, then you got to be breathing down their neck and listening to every single acquisition call and monitoring them and making sure that they're making the right calls. No, because if you're working with them and you're setting the standards and the expectations and you're meeting with them on at the beginning of the week and the end of the week, you were able to see and catch things really quickly in your business. Why would you not do this? Because if you don't do this, then you'll be 3-4 months down the road spending all this money on salaries and don't have a clue why your business haven't taken off yet. So that's the point I'm making to you guys. You got to set the expectations to your team to let them know that you're going to be a very attentive operator, right? You're going to be a very attentive owner, and you're going to make sure that they have everything around them they need to do their job successfully and sufficiently. So that being said, that's it for today, guys. Do you have any questions in regards to your VA performances? If you're on the fence about hiring a VA, it's the best thing you can do for your life, not just for your business, but for your life. Give you a peace of mind. If you never hired a VA before and you want to hire a VA, I definitely recommend you sign up for our VA Mastery course. It teaches you everything about working with a VA, hiring a VA, building company culture, as well as we provide you with a fully trained and vetted VA ready to go starting at $4 an hour. That being said, tomorrow you should finish off the week by setting strong expectations going into next week. Because if you haven't launched your March Madness campaign yet, then you need to be setting that up over the weekend. What is your March Madness campaign? It's pulling a big list, whether it's high equity, pre-foreclosures, tax delinquent, and going all in on that list and marketing everything. How do you monitor time? You can use 2 different apps. We use Screenshot Monitor. We use Hubstaff too. We got a bunch of different benefits, so it's not really necessary to really overthink about which one. Both of them work absolutely amazing. So it's up to you when it comes to preference. Do you get a VA from overseas or the U.S.? All my VAs come from the Philippines. Now, you can get a VA here in America. It's just that you're going to have to pay even more of a salary. So the question is, do you want to pay somebody $12 to $17 an hour to do the same exact thing you could pay somebody overseas to do for $4 an hour? So it's all in preference. Then over here, you might have to give them a 1099, or worst case scenario, you might have to, give them a W-2 plus health insurance benefits and all that. So that $14 to $18 an hour employee could easily be a $37 and $56 an hour employee. So you have to think about that and think that, is that a burden you want to take on for yourself or your business? Good questions, guys. What's up, big brother? Hope all is well. You guys had some good questions. Continue to drop your questions. I'm going to do my best to answer as many questions as possible. Like I said, you should be building and grinding with your VA so you can build a business that you don't have too much day-to-day involvement in. I was on the phone earlier with a client, and he's a cash buyer. He's now want to convert over to actually generate his own leads because he's sick and tired of working with wholesalers. And I'm here to tell you, I've been doing that a lot with a lot of the bigger cash buyers and the smaller cash buyer operators, where we're literally putting them together a whole team from A to Z, and they are killing it, buying up their own deals and cherry picking deals. And some buyers even converted over to not doing as much flips and just wholesaling a lot because the time of cash is quicker. Instead of you waiting, you know what I mean, 6 months to do a flip and just to make $20,000, $50,000, you can make that same $20,000 in a week's time. So, a lot of my cash buyers, they're reaching out to me. They're starting to get smart. So if you're an operator who is not really producing your own leads in-house, reach out to me. We have a package for you that makes sense. Are you familiar with wholesaling becoming illegal? That's the rule that they're trying to, the law they're trying to pass here in Maryland. It won't be illegal. You just will have to just be licensed. So, it still be legal to do. Illegal means it's not allowed to do at all. It's just that you have to have some type of licensing with the state. It's just another way for them to make money. So What does that mean? You have to create a more sophisticated business. You have to start building relationships with your hard money lenders, with your private money lenders, and you have to put yourself in a position where now you may have to start taking down these deals and then double closing it. So when one door closes, another door opens. So now you have to start to get good at actually buying assets. And what did that mean for you? Your company actually started to take title on properties, and now you're able to go to local banks and stuff to show that, hey, my business is very profitable. Look at the houses I've been buying and selling. Even though I'm buying and selling them quickly, you can ask for a $200,000-$300,000 line of credit based on that. So I don't know yet. It depends on how I feel when that time comes. I may start to show people exactly how to do that, especially in the states where they're trying to crack down on wholesaling. There's no one that can't tell you can't buy a piece of property and turn around and sell it to somebody for a profit, especially if you actually paid the cash for it and you closed on it. You took title. No one can tell you what you can and can't do with your property. So that's something that you guys got to start looking through the lens. It reminds me when the e-com stuff started to get weird with drop shipping. And then we switched all of our clients to FBA, right? So we didn't say, oh my God, e-com don't work anymore. No. We did the right thing by switching clients to FBA. And that means we have to put up our money first, right? And we have to put up our money, buy inventory, and then sell it to the client. Same thing with the wholesaling. You have to put up the money, buy the house, then sell it to your buyer. Is there an option to get a one-on-one meet for an hour or two? Listen, sign up for a product today, buy VA Mastery or sign up for something, and I'll give you a free call for an hour. Right? Because people who don't pay attention. So to save you from wasting your own time, put up some money, buy a product from us, and I give you a one-on-one call. And let me tell you something. Or you can outright just pay us $500. Our one-on-one calls starts off at $500 an hour and go up. But if you just want to pay the $500 and at the end of the call you feel like doing business with us is the right thing, I'm a fair guy. I take that $500 and convert it to a credit, and you can use that towards anything you want to buy with us. But I got to make sure you're serious. Think about how many people want to talk with me and speak to me. And that's why we do these lives every day. We do these YouTube lives every day so that way you can ask your questions. But if you want my direct attention, you got to ask yourself, will that cause to pull someone away from what they could else be doing into speaking with you? So if that's something you want to do, put in the chat what you want to do. Either pay the $500 for a 1 hour call or buy a product from us, a VA Mastery or something, $9.99, and we book you a 1 hour call. Any more questions? Any more questions? It's about to get really good in the next 3-4 months as the courthouses get more and more looser with the foreclosures and allow banks to move lapsing units that have been sitting on their books for the last 2-3 years. That's an opportunity for you to come in and swoop a lot of these deals and sell them. But you're not going to just do it on 1 or 2 phone calls. We were just on our coaching call yesterday with our VAs, explaining to them the power of follow-up. Explain to them the power of follow-up. The link to VA Master, va.ceo929.com. Go in there and select the VA Mastery Pro or better. VA Mastery Pro Expert. If you get the standard, you won't get the 1 hour call. The standard is just for the VA. You have to buy the course with the VA if you want to do that. But like I said, the power in follow-up will take you to the next level. We got clients that reach out to prospects 13 to 19 times and don't get nothing. And then on the 21st to the 30th time, they get something. And now they got a $35,000 deal by the close. They got a $20,000 deal by the close. Why is it that? Because they stay consistent. Let me tell you, it's not about the best list. It's not about the best skip tracing. It's not about the best VAs. It's about being at the right place at the right time. And the only way to be at the right place at the right time is you have to stay consistent enough to have your team operational on the phones all day, all afternoon, all evening, and just smashing these lists. Don't call a list once or twice. Don't call a list, 2-3 times. Hitting that list every single week, every single month, and I'm telling you, you're going to squeeze 1 or 2 leads out, 3-4 leads out, 1-2 contracts. That's the way this shit works. This is a contact sport, which means you have to get dirty, you have to grind, you have to keep hitting on phones. And if you're allergic to talking to people and standing on the phones, then this might not work for you. As simple as that. If you don't like standing on the phones or following up, I see this with a lot of clients. VA send them good quality leads. We had a client in our program last month. Sent them 2-3 leads a day. Client, these leads not good. Come to find out, the client not really following up with the people. He might call once or twice. That's not true follow-up. True follow-up is you, the acquisition manager, banging them phones, smashing shots on phones every single day. Following up with 30 to 70 people every day. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I know we had a conversation last week. I want to talk again about it. Like, you guys are afraid of talking to people. You guys are afraid of standing on the phones and getting your point across so that people can be open to doing business with you. And until you get out of that habit, you're not going to see much success. Until you get out of that habit, you're not going to see much success. I can guarantee you that. Any more questions? Any final questions before we get on out of here? I just want to make sure. Who the fuck is this? I just want to make sure I can answer all of your questions today. Like I said, do me a favor, like and share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. The more times you like the videos, the more times you share the video, the more times you comment on my video, the better the algorithm will push my content out to YouTube land. Do we have any more questions? If you're just coming in, we was talking about methods to improve your virtual assistant's performance. I gave out a few solid methods. Go back and watch the replay as I end this, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I answer as many questions as possible. Sign up today for VA at va.ceo929.com. Go to va.ceo929.com. Sign up for the VA Mastery Program. I personally recommend you get the pro or the expert. If you want to get just the VA with no training, obviously the VA come over training, but no training teach you how to work with VA. That's perfectly fine. Any other questions? Well, I see you guys back here tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday. We're having a Q&A tomorrow, which means that we're answering questions, free coaching call. Bring your questions. Write down your questions, bring them, and I answer as many questions for the next 45 minutes to an hour tomorrow at 12:30 EST. If you don't have any more questions, guys, listen. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's your boy, Antoine Campbell. Don't forget to follow me at CEO929 on IG. And if you want, you can tag me on your stories, and I'll repost it. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace and blessings.